What's up, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the strength training / bodybuilding transformation. And as is going to be with a lot of upcoming episodes, I'm going to be getting started with the front squat. I'm really trying to perfect this squat, get good at this movement, build some strength in it, and then I'll transfer over to the back squat. I'm using this squat to fix my forward lean. That's really the goal with it. And considering I'm on the second episode already, there should be a lot more coming. Honestly, since I really made it this far, I'm kind of excited to keep going and see how my form improves and my editing skills improve and how my body changes along the journey. So this is set number 1. Compared to the first episode, I decided to go up 5 pounds. In the first episode, I was squatting 115. In this episode, I decided to go up to 120, front squat that is. And it felt pretty smooth. You can see in the first set that I was really trying to figure out, how I'm gonna drive. You can see I'm a little loose, my form is a little flimsy, but it definitely tightens up in the upcoming sets. Like this one right here, definitely felt a lot better. You can see how, I was trying to adjust my feet, really get the rhythm from my breath, bracing, and then down and up, looking for that stretch reflex, finding it, and then just coming back up off of it. Yeah, pretty smooth. I really like this set. It felt really good for me, and it let me know that I was going to be able to keep pushing through. That 120 was not too much for me, and honestly, it wasn't that big of an increase to go from 115 to 120. It would be different if I was front squatting 225 and decided to go up to 230 when I just hit 225 as a max or something. So, yeah, felt pretty good. And here goes set number 3. Getting my feet set. Yep, deep breath, contracting the core, contracting the glutes, down and up. Looking for that stretch in the hip flexors. Trying to keep my feet nice and stable. One thing that I use mentally as preparation for my squat with my feet is that I imagine my feet grabbing the ground. So like, I'm trying to grab the ground with my feet before I even start squatting. Like I'm grabbing the earth with my feet. Yeah, this is a fundamental primal movement of the human body, so it should be trained, honestly. And here goes set number 4, I believe. Felt pretty good. I didn't really have any pain in my wrists. This episode definitely wasn't an issue like the last episode, like the last time. I definitely felt some strain. Maybe some overstretching or something going on in there, and it just didn't feel good, but I still pushed through and finished the workout because that's what I gotta do. I gotta hold myself accountable to every rep, every set. I gotta make sure that I do it all, and that's really what it's all about. You gotta hold yourself accountable to the things you say you're gonna do, so that's what I'm on. And here comes set number 5. I decided to do 5 or 6 sets of 5 reps. It made the most sense to me. I figure why not? Especially considering how the weight felt in the first couple of reps. I wanted to try and push myself. I wanted to make sure that I was really getting the most I could. And considering I did 6 reps or 6 sets, a whole entire extra set, I definitely can go up in weight. I'm definitely in a good spot to do it. So I'll probably do this weight for another exercise, exercise session, workout session, and then go up. As far as the workouts that I'm going to be recording and putting on my channel for this episode series, I'll probably do every other workout. It won't be every single workout that I do. Sometimes I just want to zone out, throw my headphones in, and get the work done instead of recording every single rep that I do. It's kind of draining at a certain point, having to go start my phone, stop it, start it, stop it. It's kind of annoying. I still want to get the work done. But you'll definitely be able to see a lot of my progress. I'll be able to see a lot of my progress. And whenever I'm going up in weight, it's definitely going to be recorded, so I can see the changes and, gauge my progress from that point. But here goes set number 6. You can tell I'm tired. I remember that. I definitely remember it. I was tired for this set, but I actually got all of it done. So I was pretty excited. Didn't really have any complaints by the end of it. 6 sets was enough. I could have probably got 8 sets out of this. I really need to go up in weight probably. We'll see what happens. But for exercise number 2, I decided to do the overhead press. This exercise is honestly one of my favorites. I really like it. You really can't go wrong with it. The only thing is that it puts a lot of pressure on your lower back, like a lot. But on the same token, you can look at that as a positive, that if your form is right, it's going to strengthen your lower back and strengthen your core. So you know, I warmed up with the bar. Set number 1, I decided to put 20 pounds on each side of the bar, 65 pounds total. And just rep it out, see how it felt. And as you can see, it's just flying up and down, gliding smooth, you know, really no resistance, it felt like. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna double the weight up. So I'm just gonna throw, not like actually double the entire weight, but double the weight on the bar up. So I decided to put another set of 10s on each side to take me from 65 to 85. And here goes set number 2. 1. Yeah. And this felt really good. It felt really good. I was like, all right, this is right about where I want to be as far as like how hard this is, how the resistance feels. And there is a lot of curve in my lower back. My lower back isn't necessarily curved, but my thoracic spine really feels like it's being pushed back. And I definitely feel the workout or this exercise today. Not necessarily pain on my skeletal structure, but just pain in my muscles. Like I definitely hit them nice. Got a good squeeze, got some good reps out. So, you know, I'm not really complaining. I'm really not. It felt really good. I really enjoy pushing myself, you know. And this is just an over the head press. It's just another pressing exercise. It just engages the shoulders more in comparison to me laying on my back and pressing. So, you know, for me, it's not about the exercise selection as much as it is about the movements that I'm trying to train and build up. And by training those movements and getting strong and good at those movements, in turn, I will have a very strong and physically capable body. And then once we reach the goals that we want to reach strength-wise, physical capability-wise, we maintain that. We could push ourselves a little here and there, but, you know, I'm really focused on getting strong and maintenance. Yep, so these overhead press sets, man, I like them. I really like this exercise. You know, I really like pushing myself with it, but I can't do it all the time, you know, because of a lot of the pressure it does put on your lower back. And I'm just trying to train smart and safe. So, you know, as the weight increases, you know, I honestly don't know when I'll increase this. I'll honestly probably be bench pressing more than I'll be overhead pressing. At least until I'm satisfied with my bench press strength. But my bench press, honestly, I'm holding off on until my squat gets better. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Yep, this is the last set, I believe. Yeah, I remember that really grindy rep. Yep, and this set right here just goes to show the power of the stretch reflex. Because from a dead stop, I was barely able to get the bar up. And with the stretch reflex you find at the bottom, I mean, look at it. It's going up, obviously. You know, I'm getting it. And there it goes. So, hey, you get that form right, you find that stretch reflex, it's gonna happen for you. That was a lot of curve in my back, though. Like, a lot. So, we'll see. I don't know. It feels pretty good. My back feels fine, so I'm not really that worried about it. And for this exercise, I decided, you know, go with the dips. And I decided to add some weight onto them, too. The dips are a great chest builder, honestly. You know, I really like doing dips, and I do the dips. The weighted dip is something I want to get really strong at. Like, it's something I really want to improve my performance on. So, you know, I'm gonna be doing these too. You know, all functional compound movements is what I'm really focused on. I'm not really gonna be doing too many isolation or accessory movements. And if I do, I probably won't record them. Well, I'll record some of them to track my progress, like as you'll see in some upcoming clips towards the end of the video. But yeah. Alright, and here goes set number 2 with the 25-pound plate I had. I tried to figure out where was best to keep the plate, like behind my legs or in front, or letting it just hang. I figured letting it just hang was the best way to go. It seemed the easiest to me. Like, why not? It made it a little bit harder too, so I felt like I was getting more out of the reps, I guess. Yeah, you know, as you can see, I'm not giving up. I'm pushing through every single one. I want to get all of my reps for all of my sets. In the last episode, you know, I kind of missed a few reps on some exercises, and I wasn't okay with that. But you know, sometimes you just gotta let it go. Your body can only be pushed so hard. We are still human at the end of the day, so you know, we didn't merge with robots yet. All right. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. I believe this is set number 4 for the weighted dips. So I really did a good job on this exercise. I felt, you know, coming up to the last couple sets that the difficulty level felt good, and I was really pushing myself, and it was really going to give me some improvement. So when I move over to the bench press, I expect I believe in the last episode I did a 135 bench press. I believe you know, that should feel a lot easier, especially when I go back to it. So yeah, this is the last set. It was pretty grindy. I could tell that I was putting a lot of effort into it, but I wasn't going to give up. I wasn't going to let myself, you know. This is all about making progress, and this is episode 2 of many, so we are going to make it pop. And so for kind of like a little burnout at the end, I decided to do some stiff leg deadlifts, just to get my lower back and my hamstrings engaged. And honestly, my hamstrings are sore right now still from doing this exercise, and this is from yesterday, I think. So, you know, I'm just getting the reps out, keeping my lower back tight, keeping my my thoracic spine tight. It felt pretty good, up and down, getting a good stretch and a good squeeze. That's really what it's all about. It's really what it's all about. And honestly, it looks like I'm starting to build some muscle already. Like, well, I got a good pump going too from, this is at the end of my workout, so I got a good pump going. But at the same time, it looks like I dropped some water since I started, and you know, I'm just on my way to reaching my goals, so I can't really complain. I really can't. And if you're someone that's asked me, like, what do I do in the gym, or what do I do when I work out, you could just watch these videos. You can see like what I do, because these types of exercises are what I'm going to be doing. I'll be doing some cardio here and there throughout the week, just to, you know, taper off some of the fat gain if I overeat a little bit, because I don't track any of my calories anymore. It's kind of tedious. I don't really feel like doing it. I just want to get strong, and as long as I get strong without putting on too much fat, then I'll be good. And then I'll switch to more of probably like a bodybuilding style of training, when I want to really go on a cut, target very specific muscles, build my body in a very specific manner. So alright, and for these last couple of clips, it's just going to be sort of a way for me to map my progress right now, just to kind of see where my physique is at least from the back, because I know my like abs and my chest and all that, it's just a lot of fat sitting up there, so it's really nothing to show. But as far as this, I'm really liking the way it looks. My body fat, yeah, I'm pretty fluffy right now, honestly. I've been eating a lot of pizza, drinking a lot of soda, eating a lot of chips, so it's going to take a while to get some of this fat up off of me. I am doing cardio a couple times a week, so that should help. Yeah, and here goes clip number 2 of this. I'm gonna use it in the transformation video. I don't know when the transformation video will be, but it'll be sometime in the future, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. We'll see how my physique changes. But either way, you know, I really appreciate you guys watching. You know, I'm putting some work into this, and I really plan on being consistent. So, you know, it's gonna be a transformation happening here, and I will catch you guys next time.